Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Button 91. Yes, we're giving you guys a quick video talking about Keyra. She has apologized to Quentin, and it was quite interesting, right? Because we're going to read the apology. I want to be very, very clear. After watching the last episode, the apology has a little less weight to it. Because again, we've gone back to this whole apology that involves editing. And you know how I feel about people when they apologize and use editing as a reason for why they are the way they are. Baby girl, let me be honest with you. What you said in the show to Quentin and questioned about him being liking white women, there's no editing that can edit that out, baby. And then for you to be on this episode and they calling you out for, you know, talking about the levels of blackness, and then not only that, but then you deep it and you go to the situation with you and Maria said about being, unapologetically black. Yeah, we're gonna say that apology don't slap. You know what I mean? But we're gonna read it anyway. But listen, before we do me a massive favor, like it, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, who know what it is, baby, you got the minerals. Let's get into this video without wasting much time. And let's see what it says here as well. So Keyra, this was actually on her page, but I've seen it Ready to Love 5 has taken it onto theirs, and I appreciate that. So Keyra says, I want to take the time to elaborate on statements heard from me on last week's episode concerning black culture and my black identity. I would first like to say that I'm proud black woman and I love my people and our community. And as stated in the episode, I come from a black family who has shaped me into the woman that I am. All that I meant is that I'm not an activist, but I'm fully in tune with who I am and where I come from. Now, this is really important because this line here, I'm not an activist, should be in alignment with Morier, because when Morier was questioning you, what he really was saying was he's more of an activist, or he's more proactive in his community and in being quote unquote black and black. And so that shouldn't have been offensive to you if you're saying that you're not much of an activist. Cool, then you should understand where Morier is coming from, but you threw him under the bus. Anyway, the second thing that I would like to address is my question of Quentin's preferences. I apologize for prejudging him because I know what it feels like. I get asked this question often. I personally have no issue with whomever anyone chooses to date. Now, here's my biggest issue. If you get questioned a lot of the time and you don't like how it makes you feel, why did you question Quentin? If you don't like it and you know how it feels and you know how people prejudge you, why the frick did you do it to Quentin? Why would you do that? Right? And if he likes white girls and he doesn't like you, okay, cool. But why would you do something, the very thing that you don't like being done to you? Very interesting. It says, finally, I want to thank those who know me personally for reaching out, discussing this with me, and providing me with different perspectives. I'm only human, and being captured on film and having my words edited by someone else and shared with the world is something new to me. I hope that clears things up and y'all can understand where I'm coming from. So when you do this, it actually eradicates your apology. And well, let me say this, it eradicates your accountability. And so now this apology doesn't really hold any weight because you've robbed it by trying to put the excuse in there. Well, guys, I have my words being edited, so don't listen to anything they say because it was edited, by the way. And again, it just robs you of the opportunity to be accountable. And so therefore, the apology no longer is something that we can take on and say, well, she's taking accountability. She has realized she was wrong. No, because what you've done is speak double, right? Oh, guys, I'm really, really sorry. But I mean, I was edited as well. So, just to let you know. Oh, okay. So now the apology holds no weight and no ground, right? So it's a waste of an apology at the moment. Be blessed and make sure to tune in into another week of Ready to Love Dallas tonight at 7 p.m. I see it for the first time when they aired. So we shall see how they make me look this week. Well, they made you look exactly as you wanted to look, which is somebody who was questioning Maury for his black comments about blackness and feeling uncomfortable, and yet at the same time, you were questioning someone else and their blackness. So yeah, let's not try to make this a show issue. Let's not try to make this an editing issue. Sis, come correct. You said some things that you shouldn't have said. You did some things you shouldn't have done, and then you got pressed when it was done to you. That's not editing. That's not editing at all. That's you. And that's your behavior. And you have to handle that and sit with it. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of uploads. The apology has caused more issues for her rather than actually clearing things up. And, maybe looking at her and going, oh, we appreciate you clearing things up. It's made you sink deeper into a hole. Sis, you should apologize and said, I'm sorry, and left at that. When you put a but in there, it's no longer